Hello, hello. It's Tuesday evening, March 21st. We're going to have some fun tonight. The March Cookie Life box from Sweet and Saucy Life was called Hoppy Easter. And tonight we're going to do a box unveiling, and I'm going to show you some quick and easy ways to decorate these cookies that you could crank them out really fast and add them to your already beautiful feature sets. Okay. First, let's look at a couple things really quickly. Don't forget to sign up for live stream text alerts by texting the word live stream, all capital letters, all one word, to 540-870-0726. Follow the series of prompts, of which I think there are still 2. When you get a confirmation back that you're signed up, then you'll be all set. It'll have you put in a little information. We have some spaces open before it kicks me up to the next price payment plan for doing the text alert service. So let's go ahead and use those up. I'm going to take that off. That's at the beginning of every video in case you need to find that information. If you're looking for classes to do, we've got some pre-recorded online things releasing this week, and we have some already completed things on there. We've got a really nice year-long group called Gnomes and Florals, and January, February, and March is already all in that group. April's releasing on April 1st. That'll take care of that. Let's come on over here and take this away. Hello, how is everybody? All right, so really quickly, let's go through this. I want to jump right in and spend our time on this box tonight. You have the text alert information. Don't forget that Cookie-a-thon is coming up, and I am on the schedule for April 1st. So I hope you're going to tune in. We're going to do this fun Bee-Skep cookie. It's hollow in the center. It can be a shaker. You can hide things in it, wrapped candies, whatever you want for the kiddos for Easter, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And although it's a 3D piece, it's actually super easy. And I'm going to teach you some fun techniques in that you'll be able to use on other projects throughout the spring and summer. If you are participating in the mixer, for the Cookie Snack Attack mixer in Ohio, Sandusky, Ohio, at the Kalahari Resort, I ask that you get your paperwork in ASAP because I want to try to get all of that turned in and all the payment made to the resort by this weekend. So if you could, please make sure you put it in the album. There's so many posts in there now that if you did not put your paperwork in the right place, I'm probably not going to be able to find it. So please go back and just take a second and check. Make sure everything is in the right spot. Also, you guys, don't forget our Easter collaboration. Okay, have everything in that album by tonight. I'm so excited to see everything that's rolling in, and we're going to start showing all of those cool things that you guys produce and hopefully turn it into a little countdown video so we can have that for springtime. All right, so I believe that is all of the maintenance things we have to do tonight. Let's go up here and say hello to a few people when this broadcast is over. You will be able to see this hyperlink. If you have not signed up for your all access pass, which gives you a year to go back and view the spring 2023 Cookie-a-thon, then if you would consider doing that under my affiliate link, which is posted there, it would help me so much because we get a little commission from each of those ticket sales, and that comes back to here to help pay for live streaming and upgrades to the equipment and things of that nature. So I basically just turn around and spend it all on improving things for you guys, but it helps a lot. So don't forget the cookie are here. Sign up under that affiliate link. Mimi, thank you. I just saw that you signed up. Hey, Nadine, I hope you're feeling better. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Facebook user. All right, let's see. Allison, hello. Good to see you here. Hey, April, how are you? Debbie Schaefer, good to see you tonight. Hi, Myra. Let's see. Kathy, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Hi, Cookier friends. Hello, Charlotte. Charlotte, are you on the train? Or are you already off? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Yes, it's so much fun. I love this box. All right, I'm going to show you something really cool too. Hello there, Facebook user. Hi, Jenny. How are you? I hope you're doing well tonight. Awesome. I'm sure you did, Debbie. I'm sure you did. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lavelle. Everything that helps keep our Tuesdays free is great with me. I appreciate you so much. I am loving all the Easter cookies that you're turning in for the collaboration. I'm loving them so much that for sure we're going to do a Halloween and Christmas, and I'm thinking about a summer. So that's all we're going to say about that tonight. Let's go and look at this cool box. I don't know why it seems so dark. I have all the lights on. Maybe it's just because it's a white box. Let me lift this up a little bit. But it does seem a little dark on the box. The box is perfectly normal, just like always. So it's not that. It just looks like it has a strange shadow here. Maybe I don't have this. Let's see if that helps a little bit. All right, so we're going to do some airbrushing tonight. I hope that's okay. I told you I'd be using airbrushing a little bit more in 2023 because it gives you really cool things you can do on your cookies that you can do really fast. And it's all about planning, and planning equals profit. I can't say that enough. Prep work and planning always equal profit. So I thought it would be fun to do like some down and dirty, fast and easy peasy cookies tonight so that you guys could see what a great investment these boxes are. Okay, so let me show you this. When you get the box in, first of all, the boxes are always fabulous. I think I've saved every box. I just label them on the side, what the date are, what class it's from. All right, so when you open the box, usually all this is under the tissue, but I had to bake the cookies before tonight's class. So you always get this cool card in here that tells you Cookie Life Box, and it says Happy Easter because that's the theme. All right, and then on the other side of the box, it tells you what's in your box. This is great. I keep all of these cards. April always has a gift in the box. This is April Kalanchik's subscription box from Sweet and Saucy Life. And she always has a gift, something personalized that she picked out. And the whole time these boxes have been coming out, I don't recall ever having one duplicate item in these boxes. Like everything's always different. So it's a great way for you to try products without having to pay shipping to all the individual places. And it's also great for people that cookie for profit because you get these boxes early enough that you can work them into what you're doing for that season. Okay. So in this particular box, we're going to do this little chick, this bunny, and this carrot, which they're totally cute. They're a small size. Well, they're not small. They're a normal size. You guys know I like to work on the really big cookies, but these cutters are 4 inches. So this is a pretty normal size cutter to have 4-inch for cookies. They're all appear to be right at 4 inches. So there's a bunny, a carrot, and a chick. Cutters are great quality. Unless I'm losing my mind, they seem to have a little sparkle built into the filament. Either that or the diamond dust broke loose in the box. I'm not sure which, but they're really cute. So I've already washed those and used those today. You always get these cute stickers to thank you for supporting her small business. And April, I love these boxes. All right, so the gift was these stainless steel super sharp scissors. You know how I'm always talking to you during classes about the importance of having a pair of very sharp scissors if you're going to do specialty cuts in tipless piping bags, because it's really important that you have a good clean cut when you're trying to avoid using tips with your piping bags. Listen, I'm just going to say right up front right now, it's already been a really long week. I did take a nap before this live stream tonight. So hopefully I'm not going to stumble all over the place and have trouble putting my words together. But if I do, please just show me a little grace. We're still adjusting to some pretty big things around here. And I'm just trying to keep it all together and keep the train moving. So we've got these awesome scissors. They are super sharp. I love them because they're gold, because you know, they fit right in with all my pink, black, and gold things. So I'm going to set these right here. Also, you get the little shaker size of the rainbow diamond dust, which is really pretty. Can you see? Oh, yeah, you can see that. Look at that. Look at all the pretty color in there. That's so great. And then you also got, so you got, this is your gift. This was your dust or color item. And then there was the 3 cutters, and the cutters are by Sugar Dash Company. I'm telling you that because this box is already sold out. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm going to go through this with you because if this is something you're interested in, I want to tell you how to get involved. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my cutters back in here, but I'm going to leave the card out, okay, just so I can show this to you in a little bit. But let's get the box out of the way so we can get started. I have another box reveal to do for you for a box that is still available that's from the month before, but we'll do that in a couple days, okay? So we have a home theme box that is still available on April's website, but this one is sold out. So let's talk about this, okay? We have a coupon code for you guys that's Seriously Sweet 10, and it gets you 10% off, okay? But let's talk about the best way to use this coupon, because in this instance, it is stackable. So when you purchase or sign up for the subscription boxes, there's a monthly option where you get billed once a month, or there is a 3-month option that's already discounted. If you buy the 3-month, it's discounted 10% off what the price would be if you were buying the monthlies. If you buy a 6-month subscription, it's 15% discount. And if you buy the annual, you're getting 20% off of what it would be if you were purchasing and paying monthly. But then the first time you sign up, you can get another 10% off the entire ticket by using Seriously Sweet 10. So if you decide to sign up for this, don't forget to use that and take a look at the pricing. If someone could find that link for me, there's several people on here that are great admin assistants. It would grab the link, because I can't put it in while we're live, but you guys can. If you'll drop it in the comments for the subscription box on the Sweet and Saucy Life website, that would be awesome. So check out the different prices so that you can see what the discounts are, but it's the best deal if you do the annual subscription and then stack the coupon, so you get 20% off already at that price when you add it to your cart, and then another 10% off when you use this code at checkout. And right now there's 3 to 4 spots open for the monthly. Okay. And then whenever there's extra boxes, those are just listed on there as one-off, so you can purchase those too, okay? But the box is great. The stuff that's in it is always super great quality. I love them, and I'm super happy to be able to do the demos again. We're trying to get everything back on our schedule again. So thank you for your patience with that. For a while there, we were doing really great, and we were able to do them every month, and then, changes. All right, so they show these suggested to be decorated like this. And these I would consider to be like detailed cookies for a set. So I thought tonight, since Easter is coming up on us pretty quick, you probably have most of your Easter offerings already set. I thought what you might want to do is do something that you could use the same exact cutter, the same outline, same size cookie, decorate it slightly different, and just have a whole nother level in your cookie set without spending 2 tons of time. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do down and dirty, easy peasy decorating. Hope that's okay with everybody. It does involve an airbrush. I'm going to slide these over. So we're going to do this cute bunny, this chick, and we're going to do this carrot. So these are naked cookies. I will outline and flood them so you can see that. And then I'm going to pull out already dried ones from the dehydrator to do the airbrushing on. But I just want to show you what I mean by profit is planning and things you can do fast. And before we head into that, let's just say hi to just a few more people here. I'm going to turn my cute little mouse on and see if I can make this work again. Oh, I love it. That keeps my arm out of the feed over there. And who doesn't love a pink desk mouse? I mean, come on, how cute. Let's see. I think we did comments until we got right. Let's see. Oh, Lavelle. Is Sally OL here? Sally OL, Sweet Sally from Florida. If you are here, could you please post the link for the box that you turned me on to store your sugar art products in? It's embarrassing how many of these boxes I have behind me, but when you're organized and you can find things, then you will use them. So it is important. I recycle my shred too, Deborah. I use it for packaging, but all of the things in the boxes are useful. Perfect. Thank you, Lavelle, for posting the link. That'll be a live link when the broadcast is over. You guys don't forget to use that coupon code, which is Seriously Sweet 10. Stack that do the annual so that you can already get the 20% off and then stack that coupon for Seriously Sweet 10. It's good for the first time you sign up for the subscription box, and your box renews annually with automatic billing, I believe. That coupon's only going to apply the first time, okay? All right. Thank you, guys. You're so sweet. Oh, there's Sally. Okay, Sally, that is to my website where we have classes and things available. So you guys make sure you get over there. If you're in the Gnomes and Florals group, you're going to want to get over there and get your cutters or your STLs ordered, because April 1st is when all of that drops into our group at Cookie Snack Attack. Hey, Cindy, it's Whoopi. There's my buddy. Thank you so much. And Sally, if you will also post the link to the storage boxes that we use for our sugar art products, I would super, super, super greatly appreciate that. Is that enough supers to get you to do it? All right. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, also, if you have not signed up yet for the Oh Honey Honey class, that is 5 cookies in the set. It's a pre-recorded class. It's divided by days. So when you watch the videos, it's going to tell you what to do the first day, what to do the next day. That's how I laid it out this time. In the pre-recorded, we're going to test that out. But the group is already open. Your supply list is already in the group. Your Cookie Snack Attack Cookie Education System skill building cards are already in there. So you're going to get a pretty good idea of what's going on. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this. When it comes down to crunch time, holidays especially, you need to make as much money as possible when people are spending the money. Like, it doesn't do any good as a cookier to be thinking that you'll just do the exact same amount of cookies every month. Like, that's great if you're maxing out on the number of cookies you can make. But if you're new, you're getting established, all of those sorts of things, then there's times of year where you need to make hay while the sun is shining. You need to bring that money in while people are willing to spend it. And one of those times is Easter. Easter, Valentine's Day, Christmas, kids' parties, things like that. But the big holidays, you need to have those things prepared, have your pre-sales. We can talk about all of that another time. But it's important that you can maximize your profit by being prepared. So one of the ways you can do that is by flooding and icing and freezing base cookies so that right before the holiday, you can pull them out, and we can talk about thawing and all of that stuff another time, but you can pull them out and then you can add the detail. So one of the ways you can do that is with airbrushing, and I'm really in love with airbrushing lately. Like, it's just for dimension, for detail, for amping up your cookies. It's easy and it's fast most of the time. Let's hope it's easy tonight. But let's think about this. We've all been cooking for a while. We have tons of things probably that we bought when we had to have all of the things. Stencils is one of those things that, like, once you start looking at them, you're like, oh, I could use that for this and I could use this for that. And you start racking those up. So it's important that you have a good storage system and then you get them labeled. So when I got this box, I was like, I know exactly what I want to do with these. So I went ahead and baked the cookies. Pro tip for tonight, because I'm airbrushing, if you get any rise at all in your cookies when you bake your cookies, and that's just something you'll know, some people don't. It really, there's so much so many variables rather, depending on where you live, altitude, humidity, time of year, or seasonality, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to say that normally I don't have a lot of rise in my cookies, but this time of year I do get a little bit in the center, which makes it curve. So it makes it harder to airbrush. So plan for your design after baking to be able to flip it over, because if you have rise on the top, you have a dip in the bottom. So we're going to flood and outline this. And because I flip them over, they're going to self-level and I'm going to have a perfectly flat surface to airbrush on. Okay. So that's just something that happens around here, but I'm in Virginia. I'm near the mountains. We have 4 seasons that are normally pretty equal, except we seem to have skipped all the snow this year. I don't understand it. Anyway, I picked out some really easy colors to use. These were colors I already had mixed up from other products. In Easter, if you keep all of your things running in the same color scheme, it's super helpful to add things at the last minute. So I'm going to go with a pastel yellow, a pastel pink, and just a plain white, just a regular royal icing. All of these are flood consistency, and that's what I'm going to use to create the backgrounds on my cookies, okay? So earlier today, I did, hey Mom, hey Brian. I think my mom and my husband are watching in the other room because I hear an echo. All right, let's see what you guys have said really quickly. Thank you, Sally, for posting this. That'll get you right to that after the broadcast, okay? Cutters printed and ready to go. That's awesome. And that is for the storage boxes also. That will be live right after the broadcast. So I picked out white for my bunny. I've cut the tip a little larger than I normally would. I'm going to outline and then quickly flood. Please forgive me for all of the black food coloring that's on my hand. I did have a bottle explode on me yesterday, and I just have not been able to get it all off. And I could keep running the bleach and scrubbing with a little scrub brush, but honestly, it was making my hands so dry they were hurting. So I hope you'll just overlook that tonight. Do you guys see that little loop-de-loop I'm doing? That's pro tip number 2 for tonight. For me, it's just easier to get crisp edges. I don't want my OCD to kick in and all of that, but I like those nice crisp crossover areas. So that's just a quick outline. We could spend the time and make it beautiful like an Instagram reel, right? Where we're slow and speeding it up, but that's not how we all really cookie when we cookie for profit, is it? It's like fastest way to get it done right, make it look nice. So I'm just going to flood these. I just want you to see that they don't take that long. I also want you to see that what I'm trying to tell you about flipping your cookie over, if you get any rise in that cookie, that it does self-level. I want you to see that real time, because I'm just going to move from one cookie to the other and let the icing settle on its own. So there's my white. I'm just going to slide it over here. I would do a whole bunch of these if I were doing them, you know, several dozen, whatever fits on a tray would be great. All right, now I'm going to use just a pale yellow. Now let's talk about why I picked pale yellow, white, and pink while I'm doing this quick outline and flood. I did mention, right, that I cut the bags open a little bit further, a little wider than I normally would. Now, another thing that you can do, let's go do pro tip 3. Am I on 3? I think I'm on 3. It never hurts to have multiple bags of flood icing. For instance, if you're doing your outline in a consistency that can be flood or outline, a small bag with a little tiny tip opening, and then a larger bag to do your fill with works great. Same consistency icing, 2 different bags cut with 2 different openings. That will speed up your time. Now, can you guys see that the white has already leveled? And I didn't even do my normal shake, shake, shake or anything. It's just already self-leveled. I do see one air bubble though. So I'm going to use a scribe and just make sure I just have a little bit of extra icing right there. We'll knock that down. The yellow, I'm going to give it a shake and then slide it. On my carrot, I'm going to use, now look, that's already leveled. All right, let's move on. I'm doing pink on my carrot because the item I'm going to airbrush on my cookies tonight is a carrot. So I don't want to do carrot colors and then airbrush a carrot. So I picked another color that would go great with my Easter colors for my carrot shape. Okay. And I am going to use my rainbow dust tonight. Loop-de-loop. We're back to the loop-de-loop. I'm going to use my rainbow dust, but on the last cookie. So I'll probably do my white cookie last if it works out. So I pulled a stencil from my stencil box. It's a 2-part stencil for carrots. So we'll spray all of the cookies with, we'll airbrush it with the carrot first, which I'm going to use Copper by Americolor. It's a Maramis color. I'm going to use that for my carrot. And then I will go back and do, so we'll do the carrot base on all of them. And then we'll go back and we'll add the green top of the carrot. All right, so there's my cookie. So this is already cute. If I just wanted to add plain cookies to my set, right? It's obvious what these are. They're super cute. Let me just tuck that in right there. All right, so earlier today, I did this same outlining on 3 cookies. Let me just move these out of the way. All right, and let me pull the ones from the dehydrator that are ready to go. Now, I'm hoping these are dry enough because I just did them after this morning. Normally, when I was doing lots of cookies out of the store and I wanted to set up to use filler cookies with the airbrushing because it made them look really fancy. Let's go ahead and slide these into the dehydrator. These might do something else on those tomorrow. You never know. Slide those in. My dehydrator, someone's going to ask, I run it at 95, usually for about 15 minutes. Have it set for automatic shut off. Hope you like that. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I hope you are enjoying the info. I know those reels are like, they're so fast and they're so perfected that, and that's not really how it is when you're like cranking things out in the middle of the night, right? We all try to not be part of Team No Sleep, but let's face it, during the holidays, we are. Okay, so Lavelle, this is actually a fondant needle. It's from Hobby Lobby. It was in one of our class boxes, but you can pick it up anytime from Hobby Lobby. They have light pink for a while. They had hot pink tops for a while, but I like it because it is a needle point. So if I'm doing little delicate work, that's usually the one I grab. And I don't know where my thingamajiggy is. The other one I like to use a lot is the pink thingamajiggy. So here's my cookies that I did earlier. They seem like they're okay. So if I don't put too much pressure on them, they're good to go. But if I was doing these in the store, you are very welcome, Miss Lavelle. If I was creating these in the store, this I could have done, and I could have frozen a whole bunch of these cookies, like hundreds of these, if I had the freezer space by following proper cookie freezing instructions, which we're not doing tonight. This is all about the box, but you could have done all these ahead of time, and that would have allowed you to sell more pre-sale sets. That nap really helped. So you could have booked more orders by getting this far along. Then you would pull these out. You could thaw them, go right to the airbrushing, let them dry overnight, bag them. You could dust your airbrushing. If you're in an area that's real humid, the next day you could just lightly dust with a big fluffy brush, tiny bit of cornstarch. You could just dust over these. And it would be all set. Okay. So we've got these 3 colors going. I have got my stencil frame. It will fit. I always check this just to make sure, but my stencil frame is going to fit over all these cookies, because if this one doesn't fit, I have a really cute adjustable one that's a light teal color from Sweet Sugar Belle. So I always just make sure what I'm using is going to work with what I'm doing. And then I had this stencil from Shabby Designs, and it's a 2-part. So let me flip it so you can see it. Let me get it where, do you see in that shine? So that's the carrot. And then when you match this up where the cutout is for their logo up top here, then we've got a carrot top. Let me flip it so you can see it. I want you to see the leaves. All right. So these exactly line up when you put them together. Do you see that? And that allows you to spray 2 different colors, which also is really super easy to do, but makes it look really fancy. All right. So we're going to start with the carrot. I'm going to be using a cordless airbrush just because I do a lot of demos on camera. And so that is what I always use, because it's just less things crossing in front of the camera. I do have this listed on my Amazon store with an affiliate link. It's just a basic Road Tech. I love it. It's a smaller needle on this one. So I charged this up before we got going. There's a couple of things I'm going to do. What's the matter, sweetie? Now my pup is confused because she can hear me in the living room and she can hear me in the cookie studio. Brian, Lucy needs you at the door. All right, so we've got this. I'm going to put this down because I don't want to ruin. Hold on just a second, baby. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put this down here, and we're going to start here with this. And we're going to do 1 cookie at a time, but we're going to do all of the colors of the cookies with the carrots first, okay? So this is just going to set on top. And you see how we got this nice flat surface because we flipped that cookie over? Do you guys see that? All right, and I'm going to use this pretty copper color. I have a big jug. You can get this for like $5 or $6 on Amazon. This color, if you want to try it out first, but I like it. I just like the copper color. It's really pretty, more than using an orange. Hopefully this is not going to spit when I open it, but I did give it a shake. But we're going to do all the carrots first, and we're just going to do light. We'll do light layers multiple times. I'm going to move these out of the way so I don't accidentally get overspray on them. And I'm just going to barely hold this, okay? We don't need a lot. It's not going to take a lot to do this. I'm just going to lightly spray. See how pretty that copper shows up? And copper really has a nice carrot color to it. All right. I'm going to lift straight up because I don't want to smear it, but this does dry really fast. So there's our carrot base. Let's go ahead and do that on all 3 of our cookies. So we already really mixed this up by using different background colors, right? These would be fast. You could do a whole tray of white bunnies, a whole tray of pink carrots. You could do a whole tray of your chicks. And then you could switch out the stencils. You could do multiple stencils if you wanted to. But this is just a great way to get a fun background. And these cookies, if you had them as feature cookies and they were fully decorated with all the different sections and things, then you can come back and add this cookie in and it'll look so cute together. So there's just the carrot. Now remember, my cut-in piece that I need to line up with is up here. Okay, this was not in the box. This is just something I pulled out to show you how to combine products. The cutters were from the box. The diamond dust that we're about to use was from the box. And the scissors were from the box. So I'm going to show you 2 things right now, okay? Because I really like dimensional cookies too. So although I'm really enjoying this, there's always this chance that I'm going to go rogue in the middle of a demo and do something else. And I think I want to show you how to use those scissors. So I'm going to match this up as close to possible as where the carrots were. Okay. Let's come back. I think I'm going to save the specialty thing I'm going to do here. This one's not going to get airbrushed carrot tops. These 2 both are. So what you do is, this is always the fun part. Hold on. So I have to do this first. Let me just take a quick look here at how I was putting this on. All right. I think this is going to be it right here. I think this is my lineup. There we go. So I'm just going to try to find there down. Do you see how the tops? You'll see it in just a second. First thing I have to do though, guys, is clear out any copper that's left in here. So I'm just going to blow it out into a paper towel. Now, if I was working on a big batch of these in the store, I would just go until I ran out and then I'd switch rather than waste the color. I'm going to put a little bit of water through here and then I'm going to add my green. You guys did also notice that I did my orange first. Green is usually going to be a darker color than doing of the 2 in the carrot. So I'm going to do it last. I did plan for that. All right. Give it a little shake. Hope it doesn't explode on me, but you know, who cares? If I get more color in my hands, it's not going to hurt a thing. Kelly, the Amazon shop is pinned as a featured item on my cookie snack attack page. And you follow in through that link, and then there's all kinds of things there. All right, so my tops are lined up with my carrots. Let me show you what I mean by that. First, I'm going to test my green off to the side to make sure that the copper's all really cleared out, and it is. I have a nice, pretty green. And I did select from Cookie Countess. I had glowing green. You can use any green you want, you guys. I like the glowing green because it kept in with the brightness of the cookies I was creating, okay? And keep in mind that you're airbrushing over colored bases. So it is something that you should check ahead of time to make sure that you're not turning something into a color that you don't want it to be, right? Does that make sense? Look how cute. Isn't that adorable on the sweet little chick? All right, so let's do one more. Now, same thing. I'm going to have to see where my carrot tops line up at, which is just like this. It's so handy to have these stencils where the tops are marked. There are a lot of 2, 3, and 4-part stencils out with many, many different stencil companies. So just find the one you like best and pick something in the Easter theme. These would also look really cute with that plaid stencil that I used last year from Ttt Stencils. But look how sweet. Okay, so just something, look how cute that is, just to add in with your cookies that you might have decorated like the card suggested. So now you've used the same cutters. You can do your budget for profit based off the same amount of cookie dough because the cookie dough is the same. You're just doing a little bit of extra, different decorating. And this is pretty fast. I mean, I'm slowing down to show you guys how to do it, but if you were doing a whole tray of these, you could move right along. Now, let's test out our new scissors. I'm going to take these things out. We'll wash this after. And I'm going to put, just because we're live, I'm going to put a little bit of water in here just so this doesn't dry while we're doing our demo. Anybody need those colors again? It was AmeriColor Amerimist Copper for the carrot, because I think that's just the perfect carrot color, is that copper. I like that so much better than the orange. It just has this like little muted tinge so that I don't have to mix 2 airbrush colors. And then I used a glowing green from Cookie Countess, but again, you could use any green you want. Now let's come back to this and let's do this one just a little bit different. So I have some leaf green thick icing mixed up. Okay, so I'm going to grab a fresh bag because this is cut to do a large leaf. I'm going to grab, I'll show you how to do this on camera. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is purge this in case there's any crusties. I'm just going to kind of get it back to where it's flat. Do you see how that's cut? This is for a really big carrot leaf. This is what I used, the size cutout that I used for my Easter collaboration piece. But for tonight, we're just going to slide this in. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of the bag. I only need about this much for what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to kind of pinch it off. And then I'm going to pull this other bag out. Okay, so I basically just made a micro piping bag. Super easy. This bag's clean. I can just lay it down. It's still purged at the tip. Now watch what we're going to do because this is so much fun. This is another way to add another level of detail to the cookie if you want to. If you don't want to do them all as airbrush, you want to fancy a few of them up a little bit more, just take into consideration this one's a little harder to bag, okay, because of what we're about to do. So I like to flatten my bag with the seam to the side when I do this, okay. Did I put the scissors? Yep, I have the scissors right here, okay. We're going to cut an inverted V. Very small. Very, very small because these leaves on our airbrush were very, very small. It basically makes a little chicken beak. You see? I think I'm going to cut it just a little bit more right here. I want that a little cleaner. Just make sure your 2 pieces cross over. All right, I think that will be just, I'm going to pull that out. I don't want it to get in my cookie. All right, now I'm going to turn it on the side because this is like having 2 layers of the bag, so it's a little bit firmer. So I find that when I'm doing the little wiggle that I normally do, that I get a little bit better. Hold on one second. I get a little bit better line in my cut piece. In my leaf, I get a little bit more definition. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm going to turn it so the seam is up. And do you see what I mean when I wiggle? Do you see all that cool definition? Nope, you can't see that. So let's do it on my hand right under the camera for you, okay? You see that? See that great detail that you get? All right, I'm going to take that off because otherwise it's going to wind up in my hair or something in a little bit. I'll forget it's on my hand. I know you guys like those blooper moments, but they're not my fave. All right, let's flip this over. And let's go ahead and pull these into frame so you can see them. I'll get this messy stuff out of the way. We're less apt to have accidents if I keep things moving over to the cleanup area. So we've got these 2 fun cookies. Okay, I've got my bag with the seam. We used our new scissors for this. And I'm just going to go back and I'm going to pipe my own little carrot tops. A turntable would be handy for this project. So excited that none of the cookies busted because they really weren't in the dehydrator that long. Also, you guys keep in mind, it does matter how you're packaging these. These will not hold up as well if you're shipping because you've got this very fragile leaf and it's now poking up off the cookie, right? So these are great for shipping. This would not be great for shipping, but if you're boxing it, you'll be fine. And then make sure you get a little variety here. Make some of them double leaves, make some of them single, just mix it up a little bit. Make sure you do all of the carrots though, so it doesn't look unfinished. Even if you have to do one kind of on the side. Looks so cute like that. I think we've got them all. Let's do this one, a little bit on this one. All right, so look, isn't that sweet? So you've clearly got a bunny, a carrot, and a chick, but we made these all about the background and the airbrushing and the extra little details. And although in the demo, we've actually been on here doing the cookies for like 30 minutes, if you were doing these and you were doing a big line of production line of these, it would have gone super fast. Now, the other thing I forgot to do, which I think I want to do you guys mind if I do it now? I want to do a little bit of diamond dust on these carrots, just so you can see what the rainbow diamond dust looks like. But if you were doing the airbrushing like that last round I did where I did the carrot tops and you just wanted the carrot tops to have diamond dust, just leave your stencil in place, tap your diamond dust on it. I would only do the last bit of the cookies like that though, because it's going to glump up faster as you're airbrushing. But this is still damp, so we should be able to just pull the top off this and do a little diamond dust on this part because it's so cute. I mean, we're hitting the trifecta here, right? With the shimmer and shine. All right, hold on just a second. Now, I do have the little pump bottles, so I always transfer this into the pump bottles, but there are occasions where this is easier. So let's just add a little bit, and my icing is probably still damp enough since these didn't dry overnight, the base colors. I can probably get a little shimmer on these too, but let's just try real quick and see what happens. We'll just aim for the carrot tops because that's the damp part of the cookie. But this is just a little bit of tap to add shimmer. Because who doesn't like shimmer on a cookie? Edible glitter is like the thing. All right, so it did stick. Give me a little bit of glitz on my cookie. All right, let's see about this one. Let's just tap it. And this one, let's do a little tapping. There we go. What do you think? Is this something you guys would use to do in your Easter sets to like crank out the volume, add a little variety to your sets? Let me know what you think over in the comments. Let's start looking at some of the comments really quickly. Let's get over here. Let's see. Gotta watch. I gotta feed the animals. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions later to Miss Deborah. We did that. You're very welcome. Mimi, you like them. Sally, you like them. Okay, those carrot tops, right? To do this, I'm guessing you mean those, right? So we had cookies we could make ahead of time. We iced them ahead of time. They could be frozen ahead of time. So we could make way more than we normally could. If you've never tested freezing your cookies, you should test freezing your cookies because it comes in handy, especially for big weddings, parties, Chamber of Commerce things. Like, you should test it so you know it works. Now, I don't airbrush and freeze. Some people do and they have great luck with it. I do not. I always have a problem when I unfreeze already airbrushed cookies. So I'm always planning for cookies where I do the base icing freeze and then I can unfreeze, and I do my airbrushing as the thing right before I'm going to package the cookies the next day, right? Let's see. Yes. Okay. Okay, Mimi, do you want me to do it? I'm afraid to do it because these aren't dry enough, but yes, the line art is super great on these. Do you want to see it? Do you want me to try? Just know, you guys, that if it breaks through in the icing, just know you should let these dry overnight before you do what I'm about to do, but we can try it. I'm all up for that. I just don't know if it'll bust through or not, because when I do the line art, I like to do it with a really, really thin tip. And let's just say I had a good bit of sweet tea before this live stream, because I knew I was kind of dragging, like Tuesday felt like Friday. What did I do with my fine point? Surely I have not used all of those up. Hold on. I got to find, there's a particular one that I like to use for this. Huh. I don't know what I did with it, you guys. Hold on. I have to find the one that has the fine point, and it's got a different cap on it. I don't know what I did with them. So I was using that earlier on my Easter collaboration bunny. All right. Well, probably I could just use this now for now, though, because you need it to show up on camera, and sometimes it doesn't. So let's do that real quick. Stencils. Okay, the stencils, I don't know when I got them, but they're from Shea B because they have a little rolling pin in the upper left-hand corner. But you can use any brand of stencils. I just thought I just pulled out my stencil box, which unfortunately has like 300 stencils in it, and or fortunately, however you want to look at that. And I found a 2-part because I wanted to demo the 2-part, and I found something that was Easter themed. Did the smaller gun come on the airbrush? I am using, this one came on this airbrush, I think, but I do have my 2mm needle, the top piece that came from Ttt Stencils, on my pink gun. I don't know. You could message her, though. She's really good about replying to messages. Tammy's great about that. I ran. Just that you like them. They would be a good addition, right? Because they just mix up the look of the set. All right, let's see. Hey, Whoopi, you like them? See, airbrushing is fun. If you get it down, practice, and you know the tip about flipping the cookie over and about how long you need to let them set up so they're good and dry and they don't crack. Hey, how are you tonight? Mimi. Okay, I'm going to try it, Mimi. We'll see. Oh, I know. See, you got to have the Cricut machine too. We can thank Myra for the Cricut machine because there's going to be some stuff coming at the end of the year because Myra hooked me up with the Cricut machine. Let's see. So Sally, mine are organized by holiday, and then the things that are not holiday related are organized by category. So like stripes, chevrons, buffalo check plaid, clocks. Otherwise, it's winter, Valentine's Day, Easter, beach, Christmas, Thanksgiving, PYOs. All my PYOs stencils are separate. The stitching on my bunny worked, and I uploaded it into my album. She looks super cute. All right, so let's do this. Let's just demo this on one cookie. So you would let this completely dry. Like this icing, before I even airbrushed, it should have dried overnight, but it was something I wanted to do today for you guys because Easter's upon us, and you might just be stuck. Like I didn't know, creatively, sometimes we just get stuck. So I thought we would try this, but line art would be beautiful on these. So I'm going to try it, but if it busts through, just know it's because the cookie has not set up enough. Hey! How are you doing tonight, Jackie? I'm glad you joined us tonight. All right, so let's try it. So basically what you would do is just come back. I would use a very fine point marker, like my Tweets marker is what I normally use. And you just do this like stitched look around the outside of the airbrush. So obviously you don't want to do 400 cookies like this, but it would be cute to have one of your 12 done like this, right? Just to put more variety in your set. I love especially doing kind of line art like this on florals, but you see it again makes the cookie look entirely different. I'll show you next to each other in just a second. I'll do, I'm just trying to stay really steady and light-handed so I don't poke through that icing because it's easy to do if your cookies aren't set up. So easy to pop through that icing. You don't even realize you did it. It feels very soft up here. I got to be careful. We're going to be doing some of this in one of our gnome classes that's coming up. I can't wait for you guys to see that. And then you have freedom too to play with how you do your carrot tops for this. Just keep a light hand when you're doing this so you don't crack through. Okay. Are you guys enjoying this? Can you let me know over in the comments? If you like this, I'll go ahead and do the home box next week, unless Maxine's ready to come on. I can't remember what dates Maxine gave me, but we have a really cool demo from Maxine Lauer, who's in our group. She's going to come on. Look, is that not so sweet? Look at that. So clearly, if you have a huge order, it's not the way to go, right? If you're going to do 400 of it, but how cute is it? Like, just think about this line art technique, like with Winnie the Pooh sets. Wouldn't that be so cute? And then look, okay. And then where we added our tops. So we got really different looks. You have a lot of techniques going tonight. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's see. Let's see. That would be, yes, with the stitching on it. Absolutely. And it just draws so much attention and makes it pop off. You could also go back and do outline the carrots on this one if you wanted to. But again, you have to budget your sets and plan for profit. So if it's an enormous order, you don't want to be doing that on 100 to 400 cookies, right? But what a pop you get if it's just for a baby shower set and you're doing 2 or 3 dozen. And if you did the cookies ahead of time, iced ahead of time, so that all you were doing right before the order was due was the airbrushing and the line detailing, then you're going to have more time to do that kind of stuff. I'm so glad. Who's loving all of this? Tell me who that is. It's probably Whoopi, but let me just check. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Yes, I hope that you do use this. I hope that you do use this. The other fun thing I was going to suggest you tonight, I don't have any made up because I'm not doing Easter cookies because I have all this other stuff going on this year. So I'm not selling them through the store. I'm just doing our lives and our classes and things right now. But the other thing that would be super cute on these, just don't lose skills that we've already built from the last couple of years. Think about any royal icing transfer templates you have from Tutorial Tuesday over the last couple of years. Pull out your Easter ones, get some eggs, some baby bunnies. We did Easter baskets. We did 3D carrots. If you had your cookies made, iced and frozen, and you had your royal icing transfer templates done, it would be so easy to do this light airbrushing and then drop one feature carrot on this, like the chick is holding a carrot. Like there's other things to level it up again that are going to look like they took a lot of time, but what they took was planning. Okay, so just a nice way to really use these boxes and use these boxes for profit so that they pay for themselves, because then they're a business write-off. So it's full circle. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you decide to sign up, the link is earlier in this video in the comments. It'll be a hyper feed. I want to tell you one more time, though. Let's go over it one more time. This is the Cookie Life box from Sweet and Saucy Life. This is April Kalanchik's company. Boxes are sold monthly, quarterly, every 6 months, or annually, and they're discounted by how you set it up. So there's no discount on the monthly. If you do the 3-month, it's already 10% off. If you do 6-month sign up, it's 15% off. If you do an annual sign up, it's 20% off. And then if you add this coupon the first time you sign up for the boxes, you can stack an extra 10% off by using Seriously Sweet 10. Okay. She's got 3 to 4 spots left open right now for her annual boxes, but I hope you enjoyed my take on the Hoppy Easter box and using all the products that were in the box. And I hope that if you got this box, you now have another way to look at what to do with the box. All right, let's see. Let's talk about this. Hey, Camille. Oh, Christina. Okay, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. How are you, Camille? Camille, your pictures turned out great. Yes, you can. You can. I talk about that earlier in the video, so I won't go over it now. But I personally don't airbrush them and freeze them, but there are some people that do, and they have great success. I don't. So I just do my base icing and then come back and do my airbrushing before we're going to package and deliver them. transfers, huge impact, and you can do them way ahead of time. Those things last for over a year. Myra, I'm so glad you like it. Mimi, thank you. Thank you guys all for tuning in tonight. Please don't forget to go back to the top of the feed if you haven't signed up for your Cookie-a-thon all access pass. If you're going to do that, please consider using my affiliate link. All of that commission that we earn on those affiliate links for the extended access passes, all of that. Stay with me if you're with me. There's about 40 of you here right now. Just stay with me for a second. Okay. But all of that comes back to help pay for the live streams and the text alert and all of that stuff. You can base ice, and yes, you can do that. Absolutely. But you need to test it so that you feel comfortable with it. I never just take someone's word for something, because sometimes people forget to tell you things, and you never want to be that person that causes somebody to ruin a whole batch of cookies. So make a few, freeze them, then do the thawing process. There's YouTube videos on all of that stuff, and just make sure it works, and then ask questions so that you don't ruin a huge order. Okay. Now, if you're still with me, Lori, you're so welcome. Thank you, Kelly. Is there anybody that is still with me? You get prepared to comment. If you're on live with me and you would like an extended access pass to Cookie-a-thon and you haven't signed up yet, if there is anybody on that hasn't signed up yet that's interested in an all access pass, I need you to comment really quickly over on the right. I'm going to give you a minute or two to do that. And then I am going to just say Cookie-a-thon. If you have not signed up yet, but you're interested in the pass, type Cookie-a-thon over there. We have one to give away. I'd like to do that tonight. If you haven't purchased it yet, and you're interested in a chance to win it, put a comment over there. If you haven't purchased it, put a comment over there. When the broadcast ends tonight, I'm going to drop all those names. I'll just print that little section of chat out, cut the names out. I'll do a drawing, and tomorrow I will announce in the Cookie Snack Attack group who gets that free pass. So let's see. Oh, there's a bunch of you that haven't signed up yet and paid yet. Okay, good. I feel like there's more than 10 people, so it'll be fun to do the drawing. All right. Don't put anything over there, though, you guys, if you've already bought your pass, because the pass has no cash value and you can't pass it on. So only put your name over there if you haven't signed up. I just have one to give away. Okay, fantastic. Should I just stay a couple more seconds? Has everybody typed? Everybody's got their info in. This is only for the people that stayed for the whole live tonight. Are we good? Did you guys enjoy the box unveiling and decorating the cookies? And is this an actual cookie decorating technique that you would use? And do you like the two-part stencil? Do you like just all the varieties that we put together with this? All right, looking good, looking good. You guys are saying yes. Okay, I'm going to end the live stream because we're right at an hour. I had fun tonight. This was so great, and I'll try to do the home box next. The Hoppy Easter box is sold out, but the home box, which is from the month before, there's still some of those on the site. Oh, thank you guys. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you tuned in tonight. Hopefully that you'll get to use this. If you do have questions, message me. I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. Please don't forget to post your Easter collaboration pieces. So excited. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. You never know if something's going to pop up on Wacky Wednesday or not. All right, see you later.